Hi, this is the Songbird. Sometimes I don't like to look at the camera. I am shy even though I talk a lot. This is about my friend Betty and my other celebrity friend. I won't name him. But recently he taught me about passion. And passion is not just for lovers. I hope I'm not confused. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Because I felt the same thing with Betty. And we're not lovers. I mean, I'm not lovers with this certain celebrity either, but either way, we have spoken that way. We don't want to get into that. It's nobody's business. The point is that he taught me what passion is, okay? And I think that I'm pretty sure it has nothing to do with physical touching, and maybe sometimes it does or haven't. What I do know is yesterday, I went to Betty's house. First, she cussed me out. Yes, she did. Not with cussing words, not with name calling. But she did mention how long I've been gone, number one, and other things. That means that she missed me. Maybe she didn't even realize it. Even right now, she may look at this and say, I wasn't missing her. I say that was definitely passion I experienced with her, because she was really like deterred with me and perturbed, and then she ended up vexing, expressing, and then she made me a plate of food to eat. It was good. And then we were talking and laughing and joking like nothing, like it didn't happen. But it did happen. I felt the tension change to, I just felt it change over without any discussion of why did you say this and this is why I did this. And, that kind of conversation, it does nothing for me. It just makes me madder. That just makes me feel like I'm going to walk away, I'm going to back up from you, and I might not ever even talk to you again. Because if you got to sit here and talk about why we were feeling an intense feeling for a minute, no. And no, it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring it and pretending like it never happened. No. Just moved on to the next phase. I mean, why want to be stuck in why were we intense with each other? We already know why. Well, while I was doing it, while it was happening, I was saying, why are you like this? Why are you like, I already said the why. So once the smile started, and if it would before it started, and we started, I just kept talking to her and I, break the ice, Obviously, I made the ice. So, people are not willing to, they say they are, but they're not. You're not willing to, nobody wants to be the one with the last, they don't want the other person to get the last word. Whatever that is, you can tell that I don't do that. They'll say I do, but I don't, because otherwise I wouldn't be confused about how to even explain that. I don't care who gets the last word. I don't care who's right and I don't care who's wrong. What I do care about is what's fair, as far as who might be getting hurt emotionally, physically, damage control. Name calling causes damage. And I don't come back good from that. Because when I was 6 years old, I decided that whatever you say, you mean it. Because whatever I say, I mean what I say. Ain't no, oh, I didn't mean to call you that. If I called you an a-hole, I meant it. But it would take a lot and a long time before I actually would get to that point. It's not like automatic. Like with some people, it's automatic. Automatic, Because I don't know why, I don't care why, about their reasons why. What I care about is my reasons, my soul. Once again, everything I do, every minute of the day comes right back to my soul. That's the way it's got to be. Especially since I seen that light in my face and coming all out of my eyes and all of that. In and out of me. How could I ignore that? And just what? Be like, well, it's just a fluke or whatever of the camera. Just keep going and just, what? That don't even make sense. First of all, I was dead for 2 days. Yep, everything goes back to that. Everything I do now, since that happened, comes back to, I got up after 2 days dead. That means I have a big responsibility. Bigger than this planet. Bigger than everything I've ever done on this planet. That includes this little story. Every story that I tell is always going to include that. Always. It's never going to stop. Like some people say, you should go to the psychiatrist and see if they can remove. That don't even sound right. Why would I want to remove that? I'm never going to. I don't even want to understand that one. Because I already know the truth. It's fear. It's nothing but fear. Because, see, those who are really, really afraid of what I keep saying about this resurrection thing, those who are really, really afraid to believe it, because they got some stuff inside of them so bad that they think that God not going to forgive them. That's why. They could look at this right now and say, no, that's not it, because they're just those type of people that always disagree. No matter what anybody says, doesn't matter who it is. You know, those are the people that say win, lose, who lost, who won. It's a conversation. What is there to lose and win? When I was 4 years old, I wasn't going to do that part of class. I did not pass that part in Head Start. I wasn't trying to pass that part in Head. I did not pass that test in Head Start, and I was never going to do it, and they wasn't going to force me to do it. Me and my friend, we had great passion yesterday. I figured, hell, I was over her house. You know, I figured she needed her space. But obviously she missed me a lot for her to mention how long I was actually not there. And even now, somebody, but it just a mention doesn't mean, it does mean a lot, because I count time. I only count time of how long somebody's been away from me. Is somebody I really care about. Somebody that I really got used to them being around me, like the couch, the chair, somebody I'm used to talking to every day. Of course, I'm going to be looking for that person. Even if it's just on the phone, it's somebody you're used to talking to in the morning. You're going to talk to that person in the morning. You're used to it. It doesn't matter if you had a little disagreement. You're supposed to be still there for that person. They're there for you. You're used to each other, like drinking coffee in the morning or drinking juice or whatever it is you do in the morning. Washing your face, whatever, brushing your teeth, whatever that is. I am comparing people to doing things. I mean, habits. Habits. Some people are habits. It's true. You love them, but they're habits. Especially if they have made an impression in your life some kind of way. Or just filled up space in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, at 4 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Someone say, she should have been asleep at 3 in the morning. That's your schedule, not the one I was born with. It doesn't matter if I sleep all night, because then it would be by 6 in the evening. When I sleep all night, by 6 o'clock in the evening, I become feeling like kind of depressed. Like, you know, if I don't fill up the gap, like there's empty spaces. All those empty spaces, you know, there's some empty spaces for time for doing other things alone. And then there's other empty spaces when it goes over 12 or 15 hours of no human contact. And that's when something else happens. It's either getting dark when it happens, the feeling of despair, or it's 3 or 4 in the morning. But then once the sun comes up, it's like, yes. Like that song says, ain't no need to worry what tonight is gonna bring, yeah. 'Cause it'll be all over in the morning, in the morning. And Betty, she filled up a lot of spaces in my life, and that's it.